My one's actually interesting because it's a slightly different talk. It's more about the process of pen testing. So I've been in testing now for about 7 or 8 years, and one of the things I see around that is missed opportunities to automate, to make things faster. The big problem testers have got, or the main problem, is speed. You don't have enough time to do the job, so anything you can do to automate that and make it faster. So it's really just an accumulation of my experiences and saying, this is how I think, how I've addressed it, and how other people might want to address it. So it gives food for thought more than anything else. It was more about the kind of preparation and saying, here's how you can prepare. So learning a language, learning the tools that go with it, sharpening your saw before you get started. And then actually, when you get on a test, effective use of your time. So here's problems which you can effectively address quickly, rather than spending a lot of time, as you said, diving away. Testers are terrible for, oh look, shiny thing, I'm going to dive in there. And this is more about saying, well, proportionate effort. Think about also the key messages. Get your effort right, do the right amount of work for the right result. If you're a tester, what you tend to do is you'll encounter new technologies as you go through each test. That could be a product you've never seen before, it could be a technology you've never seen before, and if you're like me, what you'll do at that point is you'll go away and you'll research it. You'll start looking at stuff up on Google, you'll start looking at the documentation for the vendor, and if you're like me, you'll forget about it after the end of the test. You'll forget what it was you learned. The little, what exact URL path is that product got its administration interface on. Well, here's an idea, try scripting it. I mean, Nikto is a really great example. If you do testing, you might well use Nikto. Nikto is a great example of that. I don't have to remember exactly what paths PHP my admin is likely to be on because I run Nikto on things. Why would I memorize that stuff? It's pointless. It's just a path. So encodes knowledge is a really good way, or a good reason to do more automation. I was very surprised I got accepted, I'll be honest. I looked at my topic and I looked at all the other, 61 presentations I think it was they had up, and I thought there's no chance I'm getting in. And then I thought, I'm on the main track. And I was surprised. I was genuinely surprised. But then maybe that shows a bit of interest. People are doing a lot of tech. There's more people come to testing and actually saying, well, here's how you can make it better. Maybe you're thinking, how can I get better at this? How can I improve? And hopefully I've been doing it long enough, I've got something to say. The one I did was, if you're coding, and it's a technical piece of advice, is use source code control. So put your code somewhere where if you lose your machine, you lose your system, it's going to be safe. It's like backups. Essentially use backups. It's a really mundane piece of advice, but so many people get stung by it. You're doing a piece of work, you're off on one system, and then you go, where did that go? And I've lost it. And suddenly all that work, that effort, that time is gone. So it was just, that's a very basic thing, but it's something that's important.